Hey there, movie buffs! Today we're diving into the fascinating world of cult films. You know, those cinematic gems that might have missed the mark with critics, bombed at the box office, or maybe even been banned in a few countries. Looking at you, Cannibal Holocaust. But guess what? They found a special place in the hearts of fans, and that's what matters. So buckle up, Buttercup, as we explore the wild world of cult classics and what makes them so damn special. Now let's talk about the underdog story of cult films. You see, these movies didn't exactly have the smoothest start. In fact, most of them were about as popular as a vegan at a BBQ festival when they first hit theaters. Critics might have sharpened their knives, audiences might have yawned, and studio execs might have started looking for new jobs. But here's the thing about these movies. They had something special, something that resonated with a select few. Maybe it was the offbeat humor, the mind-bending plot twists, or the sheer audacity of it all. Whatever it was, it sparked a fire in the hearts of a small but dedicated group of fans. And trust me, when it comes to cult films, a little spark is all it takes. Let's talk about the real stars of the show, the fans. These aren't your average moviegoers, folks. They're more like a secret society, united by their love for these quirky, often misunderstood films. They're the ones quoting lines you've never heard, dressing up as characters you barely remember, and passionately defending their favorite cinematic oddities against anyone who dares to say, this movie is weird. But it's not just about the shared love, oh no. These fans create a community around these films. They organize screenings, write fan fiction, make incredible fan art, and generally keep the spirit of these movies alive long after the credits roll. They're like the Avengers of cinema, fighting for the little guy, the underdog, the film that dared to be different. Chapter 3. Quotes for the ages. Because nobody remembers my heart will go on. You know what they say? Behind every great cult film is a line of dialogue so iconic, it could launch 1,000 memes. Okay, maybe nobody says that, but they should. Because these movies are practically overflowing with quotable lines, catchphrases, and one-liners that embed themselves in your brain like a particularly catchy pop song. Think about it. Here's Johnny, from The Shining. Game over, man. Game over, from Aliens. My mama always said life was like a box of chocolates. You know the rest. These lines transcend the screen, becoming part of our everyday vocabulary. They're the ultimate icebreakers, the secret handshake of the cult film fan club. So, next time you're at a party and want to impress someone, just drop a Klaatu Barada Nikto and watch the magic happen. Chapter 4. Weirder than your uncle's conspiracy theories, and twice as entertaining. Alright, let's be honest here. Cult films aren't exactly known for their strict adherence to conventional storytelling. In fact, they tend to embrace the weird, the wacky, and the downright what the heck did I just watch? And that's what makes them so damn entertaining. They're like fever dreams you actually want to have again, filled with bizarre characters, surreal settings, and plots that twist and turn like a squirrel on espresso. They're not afraid to push boundaries, break the rules, and generally make you question everything you thought you knew about movies. They're the cinematic equivalent of that friend who always shows up to the party in a costume even when there's no theme. Chapter 5. From VHS dust to streaming stardom, the cult film comeback. Remember those dusty VHS tapes stacked in the back of your parents' basement? Yeah, well, for some cult films, those tapes were their only hope of survival. But then something magical happened, the internet. Suddenly these forgotten gems were just a click away, ready to be rediscovered by a whole new generation of fans. Streaming services became the new video stores, and online forums became the new midnight screenings. And you know what? It's beautiful. These films, once relegated to the fringes of cinema, are finally getting the recognition they deserve. They're proof that good storytelling never dies, even if it takes a few decades and a global pandemic to find its audience. Outro: long live the cult classic! And there you have it, the unique characteristics that make a film a cult classic. Whether it's the quirky themes, the unforgettable lines, or the passionate fan base, these movies have a special magic that keeps them alive in our hearts. They're a reminder that sometimes, the greatest films aren't the ones that make the most money or win the most awards. They're the ones that connect with us on a deeper level, the ones that make us think, laugh, and maybe even scratch our heads in confusion. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and let us know your favorite cult film in the comments below. See you next time.